It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Rich Giolella Field at Steinert High School, this is the Trentonian pregame show on the WBCB Sports Network. A big shout out to our sponsors for making today's stream possible: Team Toyota, Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, New Jersey Education Association, Saul Funeral Homes, Blend Restaurant, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, Haldeman Ford, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trentonian, Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, Italian People's Bakery, Chris's Auto Body, and the Hamilton Area YMCA. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A very pleasant good morning to you all. Thanks for spending it tuned in to the latest edition of New Jersey High School Baseball here on the WBCB Sports Network. Alongside Ryan Baxter, I'm Andrew Myers. And Ryan, we got an exciting game here on a Sunday morning. Two teams that aren't too familiar with each other on the field, but certainly know a lot about each other as two Central Jersey Group 3 teams. It's Northern Burlington taking on the hosts of Steinert, and Northern Burlington coming in here with a 9-0 record. The Spartans trying to cut them off and give them their first loss of the season.
Yes, Steinert is no stranger to giving teams their first losses. This Colts Neck team was coming in 5-0 when they beat them 5-0 the last game. So they have a little, so it's not like they're scared of these teams record-wise. They know that they can play and they know that they can hang. Their pitching is absolutely elite, and it's going to need to be against this absolutely potent Northern Burlington lineup.
Yeah, Northern Burlington, they've not just been winning a lot, they've been winning by a lot. 5 games this season, they've scored at least 10 runs, and they have 6 shutouts on the season. They do everything correctly, everything great, hitting, pitching, fielding. You really can't find any flaws in this Greyhounds team right now. But for Steinert, who got off to a bit of a rough start on the season, now has won 4 of their last 5 games, and they are coming in this game with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, trying to make a statement win here in Central Jersey. What do the Spartans have to do today to grab that victory?
They need to be sharp on the defensive end. They need to be even sharper on the mound. On the mound today for Steinert is going to be
it's Chris Samanka.
It's Chris Samanka, exactly. And you might know his sister Katie Samanka on the Steinert softball team, who is an elite pitcher in her own right. And he's been an elite pitcher this season as well. He's been absolute, I guess dominant would be the right word. He's been lights out on the mound, and he's going to need to continue to do that. Only a sophomore going up against possibly his toughest test of the year. So, you know, he's ready to go, and the whole team behind him needs to be ready to go as well.
Yeah, both these teams have potent pitching staffs. The Northern Burlington Greyhounds coming into this game with a 1.40 ERA as a team. Steinert just behind them with a 1.58 ERA. The Spartans pitch very well. Mason Grant, we won't see him today after he had a shutout against Colts Neck on Thursday. Back-to-back starts with a shutout for Mason Grant, but Chris Samanka will try to follow that up. Samanka with 13 innings under his belt this season, a 2.15 ERA. Not a big strikeout pitcher, just 7 Ks to 5 walks, but he's able to work around those walks, and he's pitched very, very well this season for the Steinert Spartans. We're getting the intros right now for Steinert. The national anthem will be coming up shortly. Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. WBCB sports fans, you can get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant, 911 Route 33 in Hamilton. Just mention WBCB Sports, and you'll get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant in the heart of Hamilton. Check their menu out at blendbar.com. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. First pitch from Steinert High School coming up in a couple of moments. Stick with us right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Freeman, Mike Santoro, and Michael Hastings. At this time, we'd ask you to rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Hi, I'm Earl Riggs. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Back here on the WBCB Sports Network, Steinert and Northern Burlington about to get underway. 9-0 Northern Burlington taking on the host 5-4 Steinert. And here is the starting lineup that Chris Samanka, the starter for Steinert, will face in Northern Burlington, a team that averages 9.3 runs per game across their first 9 games. It's Nick Drombaski, the center fielder, leading off, followed by Cole Marchetti, the third baseman, and Luca Menino, the second baseman, will be the 3 due up in the top of the first. Liam Villette, the catcher, bats fourth. The designated hitter, Jimmy Musser, bats fifth. Nick Filipponi is the left fielder. He bats sixth. Jaden Freeze in the 7th spot. He's in right field. Logan Downey bats 8th. He's at first base. And rounding out the lineup, batting 9th, is the shortstop, Brent Walulak. Chris Samanka, a 2.15 ERA this season, the sophomore. He's allowed 8 runs, 4 of them earned. And that's kind of been a big issue for Steinert defensively. They have 18 total errors this season. 15 of their 29 runs allowed have gone in the book as unearned. So certainly have to clean up the defense today.
Leading off for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, that's definitely going to need to be a point of emphasis, especially against a team where you can't make any mistakes against, because they'll take advantage of it in a big way.
Our umpire crew for today's game, 2 mainstays in Mercer County baseball. It's Jim Peterson behind the plate, former president of Hamilton Little Lads and Hamilton Northern Burlington Babe Ruth for a number of years. Also coached a couple seasons of football on the staff at Nottingham. And Greg Zach is our field umpire, one of the head umpires in Mercer County in high school baseball, and also the official scorer for the Trenton Thunder. His first pitch in there for a strike from Chris Samanka, and we are underway. Samanka misses away on that one. 1-1 the count.
I think that's what he's going to have to do in these counts. He's going to have to get ahead early and pound that strike zone, show this lineup that he's not afraid of them.
Dromboski takes a hack and pokes that one out of play. Foul behind the third base dugout.
Looks like he got a little in on him there. And Dromboski's all up on this plate right now. He's really crowding.
Samanka gets his sign. And this one right back through the box, under the glove of Samanka, then hits off the glove of the second baseman, Giolella. Would have been a tough play for him, though.
Number 7.
Toward the bag at second base.
Yeah, that ball was ripped going right back up the middle. Ruled that one an infield single for Dromboski.
Hard hit ball from the Greyhounds' leadoff man, and now Cole Marchetti will step in. Marchetti was a monster on the mound on Wednesday in a 7-0 win for Northern Burlington over Lawrence. He struck out 14 batters in 5 innings.
Video game numbers.
Yeah, and total-wise, after coming in, Jordan Gilligo, who was our starter today for Northern Burlington. He finished that game off in the last 2 innings and struck out 5. So 19 total strikeouts out of a possible 21 outs for Northern Burlington in that win against Lawrence.
That's a really good take there from Marchetti. Almost went around there. It was real close.
Marchetti ahead in the count, 2-0, a 600 hitter this season, 15 for 25. Thinks about taking a swing, but it's called a strike anyway.
He might have been sitting the fastball right there, but Simonka ripped off a breaking ball on him.
The Greyhounds, as a team, hitting .387 this season. This pickoff attempt over at first base from Simonka, and Tromboski gets back safely.
He's getting a nice little lead over there. That's weird. He's holding them on, but not really. He's not really on the bag, but he's ready for a tag.
Yeah, it is kind of a weird hold on there, but this one to short could be 2. Did it to Giolella for 1. Giolella had trouble getting out of his glove, but still able to get him in time by a step.
And that's exactly what the Spartans need to do. Simonka's going to force the ground balls. You talked about it earlier. He's not really a strikeout pitcher. He trusts his defense behind him, contact type of pitcher, and his defense really needs to capitalize on that. Dida turning an amazing double play there with Giolella gets them almost out of this inning.
Good throw by Giolella to make that turn, and Tromboski's leadoff single is canceled out. Now 2 away for Luca Menino.
Simonka gives a first pitch strike in there. Been consistent in that.
A 1 misses low, 1-1 to the Northern Burlington second baseman. Menino with 7 hits in his last 5 games. He scored 8 runs and 6 RBIs in that span. Brian Giolella, the head coach for Steinert, asking home plate umpire Jim Peterson where that missed. A little outside, Peterson says. 2-1 misses low, and Menino in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
A little bit of patience shown here from Menino. Seems like Burlington hasn't really been too aggressive to start this game. They're getting their pitches and they're driving it.
3-1 misses high. Not a bad spot from Simonka.
Number 28.
Now almost clipped that corner high and in, but just a little up.
So a 2-out walk issued to Menino from Chris Simonka. And now Liam Villette, the catcher, in the cleanup spot. Swings at the first pitch, gives it a drive, but right at the left fielder, Remy Feniello. Those are always the toughest ones to catch, but Feniello able to get to it and make the grab to retire the side. So a 2-out walk does not come back to haunt Steinert and Chris Simonka as they get Villette to line out to left to end things in the top of the first. Nothing doing for the Greyhounds. Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Division of Health. The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. And celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Ultimate Ford, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Jordan Gilligo on the mound for Northern Burlington. I mentioned earlier he finished off their win on Wednesday against Lawrence with a clean 2 innings. Struck out 5 batters in those 2 frames. And here is the Steinert lineup he will be facing. It's Dom DeFrancis, the center fielder, leading off. Joey Ditta in the 2-hole. He's at short. Remy Feniello, who made that final play of the top of the first inning, is batting third. He's out in left field. Jack Pirelli, the right fielder, is in the cleanup spot. Caden Hurley follows him in the 5-hole. He's behind the plate. Vinny Condurso, the DH, bats 6th. First baseman Peter Simone bats 7th. Gavin Giolello over at second base bats 8th. And Jace Mayer in the 9th spot over at third base. Gilligo gets his sign from Liam Vallette, and the first pitch he offers is low for a ball.
We talked about what the Spartans have to do to win this game earlier on. Another thing that they have to do is they really have to be patient and pick things up on the offensive end. They did score 5 runs against Colts next, fouls that one off right there, but it did only come off of 4 hits. So they definitely need to pick it up in that variety. But the first half inning looked good defensively and pitching-wise, but let's see if they can capitalize on that momentum on the hitting side of things.
Yeah, the Spartans coming into this game just a .223 team batting average. It's been hard to come by for the Spartans, but their pitching has kept them in a lot of games. Just want to pop up in foul territory on the left side. Drifting over to make the catch is the third baseman Marchetti.
Now batting number 2.
Just underneath
Joey
that one.
Ditta.
Dom DeFrancis is retired, and Joey Ditta will come to the plate. Ditta hitless in his last 2 games. He had a 6-game hitting streak before that. Hitting an even .300. 6 doubles on the year for Joey Ditta.
Heart and soul of this team, the shortstop. I think when he's going, the whole team gets going.
Ditta thinks about offering, but wisely lays off as that pitch misses high. 2-0 the count.
Really good on Ditta there to hold back on that swing.
Now one catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. 2-1. Jordan Gilligo, the junior, an even 3 ERA this season. 12 strikeouts compared to 6 walks.
That's a decent little ratio.
2-1 catches the bottom of the zone.
Ditta not a fan of that one.
Gilligo battles back. 2-0 count, runs to 2-2. The righty sets and deals. Breaking ball doesn't break enough and misses inside.
Lots of movement on that, just not enough late break to get that inside corner that he was looking for. Beautiful pitch though there by Gilligo.
Yeah, good take from Ditta.
Yeah, good pitch, better take.
Oh, a close one, and now the payoff pitch. Shot into center field. Couple steps to his right now, tracking in to make the catch is Nick Dromboski for the out.
Now batting number 22.
Now Ditta's going to be disappointed with that at-bat, but at the end of the day, that was a really, really good at-bat. That ran his pitch count up a little bit there, and honestly, that could bring a little life to this Steinert lineup that they could battle back against the powerful arm that we've seen so far out of Gilligo.
And good contact on that, too, from Ditta. Almost right at Dromboski, though. And with 2 away, Remy Feniello steps in.
You may know Remy Feniello from his football playing days as well here for the Spartans. Decorated career on the football field as well as on the diamond.
And Feniello, a linebacker for the Spartan football team. Pitch there, misses away, 2-0. Feniello leading the team with 10 hits. He's got a .345 batting average. Just one extra base hit for him so far. It's a triple. Takes that one in the dirt, and he's well ahead, 3-0.
A kid like Femiello, you would think he gets the green light here, but with the team struggling to hit like the Spartans are, probably gonna see a take here.
3-0 from Gilligo, and Feniello is taking all the way as that one's right down the heart of the plate for a strike.
We saw Gilligo battle back from 2-0 in that last at-bat, but now he's down 3-0. This is a new battle for him.
Feniello, good plate discipline as well. Probably won't chase many pitches. That one catches the outside part for a strike.
Seemed a little disagreeable there for the Steinert side of things, but that's been a consistent call throughout the first inning, honestly, that outside part.
Full count to Feniello with 2 away. Gilligo sets and deals. Feniello pokes it the opposite way to right field. Another hard hit ball by the Spartans, but right at Jaden Freeze, the right fielder, who secures the final out of the inning. And Northern Burlington retires the side in order in the bottom of the first. Through 1 here at Steinert. We're scoreless between the Spartans and Northern Burlington.
I'm Merrill Riggs. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Jimmy Musser leads things off for Northern Burlington in the top of the second inning. Scoreless for both sides in the first. 4 came to the plate for the Greyhounds in that top of the first inning. Got a leadoff single from Nick Drombowski, but then Cole Marchetti grounded into a 6-4-3 double play.
Beautiful breaking ball on the outside corner there from Samanka.
Musser chases that one low and out of the zone. He's behind 0-2. Musser coming off a 2-hit game against Lawrence. 0-2, he stays alive and fouls it away.
There's 2 good breaking balls to start that at-bat from Samanka, and then tries to gas him there to end the at-bat. You could tell he's a little late on that swing.
Plenty to work with for Samanka. Did an 0-2 count. He sets and deals, and again, Musser stays alive by fouling it away.
Locations from Samanka have been really well. He's been trying to paint these corners as good as anybody. It's just the Greyhounds are fighting him off.
Oh, 2 again. Liner right at the shortstop Dida, and he makes a clean play right above the dirt for the first out.
Now batting, number 5, Nick.
That's what he's known for. Dida's the consistent man in this field. We talked about how they had a couple errors coming into this game, but he's been Mr. Consistent his entire career here.
So Musser retired to lead off the second. Nick Filipponi will step in now. First pitch to him in there for strike. Filipponi coming into this game with hits in his last 6 contests. Big swing and a miss there from Filipponi.
It looked like he was a little early on that one.
Time called as Caden Hurley heads out for a quick chat with Zamanka.
You ever wonder what the pitcher and catcher talk about in situations like this? It can't be baseball.
Yeah, right. Especially when you're head 0-2 here early in the inning. Probably figuring out which diner they're going to hit for breakfast/lunch after the game.
Probably, yeah, honestly. There's like 7 to choose from in a 5-mile radius.
Yeah.
So.
0-2 misses high.
Probably a purpose pitch there from Zamanka. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some breaking ball down low or a changeup of some sorts.
1-2 breaking ball from Zamanka, shot into left field. Good read by Feniello, but it's going to drop in front of him for a base hit.
Now batting number 10.
That was beautifully sequenced there by Zamanka, but it was an even better at bat there from Filipponi to recognize and drive that ball into the outfield and get another base hit for this team.
Filipponi staying back on that breaking ball and pulling it to the left side. He's aboard with a 1-out single as Jaden Freeze steps in. Pickoff attempt at first base, and Filipponi slides back safely.
He's got a cool name. I like that, Jaden Freeze.
Yeah, it's a good baseball name.
Oh,
Misses up and in as Freeze has to spin out of the way of it.
a little bit of chin music shown there from Zamanka. I probably lost control on that one just a little bit.
Freeze, the freshman, having a great start to his high school career. 7 for 18 for a .389 average. Pokes this one the opposite way to right field in the air. Tracking back and coming in now to right fielder Pirelli, calling off the second baseman Giolella. Pirelli makes the catch to retire Freeze, 2 away.
Logan
Underrated facet of infield and outfield play is communication, and that was a really, really good bit of communication there shown from Giolella and Pirelli.
Yeah, it looked like Giolella was to the spot, but long run in for the right fielder Pirelli. And you like to see the outfielders take command there, so Pirelli able to secure the out. First pitch to Logan Downey, misses away. And you saw Jaden Freeze have a quick chat with Logan Downey after he was retired. I guess he saw something from Chris Zamanka that he wanted to relay to his teammate. 1-0, fouled. Look out, almost sneaks into the Northern Burlington dugout.
Yeah, that one was scary. He had a couple of guys running. Ironically, Jaden Freeze froze in the dugout.
1-1 to the first baseman, Downey. 2 away in the top of the second. Throw over to first. Not in time as Filipponi slides back safely once again. Runner takes off, pitch a ball, throw down to second base. Scooped on a backhand by Ditta, but his tag is not in time as Filipponi swipes second.
I just say that was a great pick and throw there from Hurley. Like, it wasn't obviously the most on-target throw in the world, but the fact that he was able to pick that and get the throw off in an on-time manner to make that look as close as it did, hats off to him.
4th stolen base of the year for Filipponi. Northern Burlington does like to run. They have 26 stolen bases on the year now. And this one, hard shot into center field, but tracking over to his left to get to the spot and make the catch is Dom DeFrancis to retire the side. So another base runner stranded by Northern Burlington as they get Filipponi in scoring position after his 1-out single. But he's retired on back-to-back flyouts from Freeze and Downey. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless between Steinert and Northern Burlington. Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesday, kids eat free. Wednesday, Dollar Dog nights, Thursday, and the return of Pork Roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And since 1899, proud to be a part of your Greater Hamilton Township community, is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it.
Leading off for the
Andrew
Spartans,
Myers alongside
number 10,
Ryan Baxter.
Jack
Bottom of the
Borelli.
second inning at Steinert. As the Spartans coming up to bat for the second time today. No score between the Spartans and the Greyhounds of Northern Burlington.
Speaking of the Trenton Thunder, the Rentaro Sasaki kid that we saw last year in Trenton, he is tearing it up this year at Stanford.
Yes, sir.
So that just gives you another reason to go out there. You never know the talent that you're gonna see there for the Trenton Thunder.
First pitch swinging, a big hop to first base, and then it takes another wicked hop into foul territory past the first baseman Downey. Rounding first and striding into second base standing is Jack Pirelli. And that's a good start for the Spartans in the second.
Well, you take them how you can get them. That's a really unfortunate bounce if you're a Northern Burlington fan, but a huge momentum starter and exactly what you're looking for if you're a Spartan fan or a Spartan player even. This could be a really big turn of events for them.
Yeah, it took a big hop in front of the plate toward Downey, and then another one in the dirt right in front of Downey as he was already coming down to field the ball, and it just took a wicked hop to his left into foul territory.
Yeah, I was gonna say the hop at the plate was already difficult enough, and then it hit like a stone or something in the dirt, and then just immediately turned to the left.
Pirelli aboard at second as the catcher Caden Hurley steps in. First base runner of the day for Steinert. And that pitch catches the inside part of the plate for a strike.
Catcher Hurley didn't like that one. He thought that one was a little too bit inside.
That one catches the outside part of the plate and throwing behind the runner at second. Strike from Liam Villette behind the plate, but sliding back safely is Pirelli.
It's a good idea there from Villette to try to catch him off guard there, and he's got an absolute cannon for an arm back there, so you trust him with just about any throw.
0-2 count to Hurley. And time called now as Hurley wants a little more time to collect himself, get ready for this 0-2 pitch.
Looking to keep momentum going, you got to try to get this pitcher out of his rhythm. Set you down 1-2-3. You got a base runner to start this inning. You can't let him get back into a rhythm.
Hurley stays alive on the 2-0, fouls it back. Caden Hurley hitless in the win against Colts Neck on Thursday. He's a .250 hitter this season. All 6 of his hits are singles.
It's a big game for the Spartans. You know he wants to come through here and get a RBI here, but a hit in general.
Puts this one in play. Fly ball to right center field. Tracking over to make the catch is Nick Dromboski, the center fielder.
Now batting, number 17, Vinny Condurso.
Big first out of the inning for Northern Burlington as the DH Vinny Condurso steps in. Condurso, a guy who can really use a base knock. He has just one hit this season. That came in the opener against Hightstown. First pitch to him, misses up.
It's just when you're cold, you're cold. Sometimes anything you could do everything right at the plate, and it still just could not go your way. Sometimes that's just baseball, so just an unlucky start to the year for him.
Spin back to second, but no throw from Jordan Gilligo. To Condurso, and another throwback down to second base. Condurso swings and misses at the pitch.
Seems like both teams are worried about the base runners here. We both know that Northern Burlington likes to run. We discussed it a little bit, but Steinert is usually a team that does like to implement some small ball, and they do like to run a little bit as well. I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if we see Coach Giolella try to get down some bunts at some point this game, or just to get his team going on the base paths, because the Hamilton notoriously, both sides of Hamilton, whether you're talking about West, Steiner, whoever, they love to run.
Yeah, both coaches may be thinking runs could come at a premium today with two good pitching staffs.
You got to take what you can get if you're the offenses here. As good as Northern Burlington has been, the Steiner pitching staff in Simonka has been looked really well to start this game.
1-1, hits Condurso on the hand.
Now batting, number 16, Peter Simone.
Well, thankfully he's okay. Those hurt. So he's, I don't know if he's just not selling it right now, trying to be the tough guy, or if that really didn't hurt him as much as I thought it would have, but jeez.
Yeah, not shaking his hands or anything like that, so I guess it caught him in a good spot. Now looking at his right hand, might have caught him on the knuckles, but
might be starting to feel it a little bit now. Sometimes your adrenaline's really high in these at-bats, especially after a big moment like that leadoff double. So maybe he's starting to feel it a little bit now. He's out of the play, getting into the base a little bit, excuse me. Stumbling over my words a little bit.
Peter Simone steps in now with 2 on and 1 away. Simone with just 6 plate appearances coming into today's game.
Corners are in here for Northern Burlington.
This one shot to third base, kept in front by Marchetti. He dives to the bag and just beats Jack Pirelli there to get the lead runner.
Now batting, number 5.
Good heads-up play there from Marchetti. He wasn't able to make the play clean. He was probably thinking about turning that double play, but good on him to keep it in front and still get the one out there.
So runners remain at first and second for the Spartans with 2 away now as Gavin Giolella steps in. 1st pitch to Giolella, misses low.
Another one of these Spartans who's in desperate need of a hit here.
Fouled back from Giolella, one of the many seniors on this Steinert roster.
Yeah, very experienced team, so you know that the record that they had to start this year is something that doesn't sit well with them.
This one a pop up behind the plate, giving it a look is Valet. He gets there and makes the catch to retire the side. So Giolella pops out with 2 away. And the Spartans strain a couple here in the 2nd inning. Through 2 between Steinert and Northern Burlington, we are scoreless.
Hi, this is Dr. Rocco, Superintendent of Hamilton Township School District. I'd like to wish all of our student athletes and coaches a great spring sports season, and I'd like to wish all of our HTSD students success in the remainder of the school year.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports.
Simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles, no market adjustment in stock, and you can get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in toward any new vehicle. Fast payment, top dollar, paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple, in the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Top of the third inning, no score between Steinert and Northern Burlington. First pitch strike to Brent Walulak. And he takes a hack again and fouls that one away. 2-0-2.
Walulak aggressive in this at bat. First two pitches, and we got two hacks. That one he was able to make contact on.
Samaka gets his sign in the 0-2. Misses outside, not a bad spot. One-two, swing and a miss as Zamaka gets Walulak to chase that one out of the zone.
Now batting, number 8.
First strikeout of the day for either pitcher.
It's really good at bat there. Pitching wise there from Samanka. Had him in the palm of his hand quite literally the entire at bat.
Nick Dromboski, the leadoff hitter, steps in for the second time today. Infield single for him his first time up. This one shot back up the middle, base hit as it gets into center field. Already a two-hit day for the leadoff man, Dromboski.
Yeah, he's looking good to start, and last time we saw the grit of Samanka to roll a double play here against the good hitter in Marchetti. And now we're going to see if he can do that all over again.
Mitt Marchetti grounding into a 6-4-3 double play. Good turn at second between Dida and Giolella.
Another pickoff attempt there, showing again worried, really worried about the base running.
Samaka delivers that one inside. Cole Marchetti has reached base safely in all 9 games for Northern Burlington. Poke the opposite way. Good read by Feniello, and he's going to get to the spot as it kept hooking toward him and left.
Now batting, number 3.
Good swing there from Marchetti, but another atom ball right there. We've seen a couple of those today. Good contact from both sides. They're just finding gloves.
Marchetti retired once again, and now Luca Menino comes to the plate with 2 away. Taking off now is Dromboski at second base. Pitch a strike, and the throw down there not in time. Dida thought they got it.
That was a really good throw there from Hurley, and a good tag there from Dida, but he did get in there.
Yeah, the Spartans did everything right there. Good throw from Hurley, good swipe tag from Dida, but Dromboski able to beat the throw and get in the scoring position.
And then continuing to worry about the base runner at second with another pickoff play.
0-1 the count to Menino, who walked his first time up. Couple of looks at second base for Zamanka, and he delivers it low.
Yeah, I think he's a little too worried about the base runner over on second, if you ask me. You already have the 2 outs in this situation, and it's going to be harder to get him out of scoring position than it would be to get the batter out of the box and get your bats back up there. I think he really needs to dial in and focus on the batter here and then let Hurley take care of the runner if he does decide to take off.
Delivers this one home, misses low. 2-1 the count to Menino.
Menino was patient in his last at-bat as well.
That one misses high. Another good take from Menino, and he's ahead in the count 3-1.
It's a good spot there, though, from Samanka. That's one of those places that could be called and given to him on any given pitch.
Menino has drawn 8 walks this season after his first inning walk. Head your 3-0, pokes this one the opposite way, past Gialela at second base. They're going to send the runner, Dromboski. The throw at the plate on one hop is in time. They won't even get a slide in there. A beauty of a throw from right field, Jack Pirelli, and it keeps this game scoreless.
What a throw, and then another great piece of defensive play there from the Spartans. Little disrespectful on Northern Burlington's end, not respecting the arm there of the Spartans and their right fielder, Pirelli. But really good defensive play from them. Hats off to the Spartans for cutting that run down.
2-out single for Luca Menino, but he's unable to get the run across as they send Dromboski around third, and he's gunned down at home on a beautiful throw from Jack Pirelli. So we remain scoreless heading to the bottom of the third inning. And today's game brought to you by Chris's Auto Body. Chris Auto Body has been offering complete auto body repairs for over 60 years. They make it easy and simple, from small dents to major accidents, glass replacement, and detailing. Chris Auto Body works with all insurance companies and provides a lifetime guarantee on all repairs. Accidents are an inconvenience, and Chris Auto Body goes out of their way to provide minimal interruption. Local pickup and delivery and rental cars on site. Chris Auto Body, locally owned and operated with 3 locations: Fairless Hills in the Falls, Autoplex on Business Route 1, and in Lambertville and New Hope. Chris Auto Body wishes student athletes a successful and safe season. The Hamilton Township School District 2025 summer camp registration is open now. Many camp options are available in July. Visit htsdnj.org to view available camps and to register. Email questions to htsdsummercamp@htsdnj.org. And 2025 kindergarten virtual registration is now open. You can visit www.htsdnj.org to register for the Hamilton Township School District Fall 2025 kindergarten sign-up. Bottom of the third inning, scoreless between Steinert and Northern Burlington. And a huge play defensively for the Spartans to end things. In the top of the third inning is Jack Pirelli throws out Nick Dromboski.
Another familiar face stepping up here for the Spartans in Jack Maher, your third baseman. That one low.
First pitch misses to Jace Mayer. 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Spartans. And Mayer puts this one in play on the left side. A couple of bounces. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop, Walulak. And it's not in time as Mayer legs it out.
Legging it out of the box as soon as that one touched turf. speed demon at the bottom of this lineup for the Spartans.
You saw the third baseman Marchetti playing in on the grass.
Going back to that small ball comment, he's expecting that bunt and getting the speed guys going here.
Marchetti remains way in on the third base side with the lefty Dom DeFrancis at the plate. Throw over to first, not in time as Mayer gets back safely.
Yeah, I'd be worried about that one considering the speed that we saw getting out of the box there. Not taking too big of a lead, but a very generous one.
Pitch misses high, they throw behind the runner, and he gets back safely.
That one was close there because his first lead that we're seeing isn't the biggest, but that secondary lead that he's taking is absolutely huge, so he's got to be really careful on that back pick.
Spartans and Greyhounds evening out with 25 stolen bases coming into today's game. Northern Burlington got that stolen base from John Bosky in the third inning.
Like they were trying to get him to pop up the bunt attempt there, but still no juice.
Showing bunt and laying off is DeFrancis. He's ahead in the count 3-0.
I know you're supposed to take on 3-0 counts, but considering the bunt sign was on here the entire time, do you still put it down here just in case?
We'll see if DeFrancis offers. He does show bunt before Gilligo offers, and that one in there for strike as DeFrancis pulls back.
Doing everything possible to get this runner into scoring position here, not stepping away from the bunt in any aspect here. I wouldn't even be surprised if they still go with it on 2 strikes if they get there.
3-1 again, pulling it back, but catches the inside part of the plate. DeFrancis didn't like the call, but now he's got to dig in with the count running full.
It's just a really good location there from Gilligo. Wasn't anything he could have done about that. Even if he took a cut at it, he might have been late. If he fouled, he probably would have fouled it off if he made contact on the bunt.
Payoff pitch coming from Gilligo. No bunt taken for ball 4. Has taken off on the pitch was Jace Mayer, but it doesn't matter as ball 4 is delivered.
Another really good at-bat here from this Steinert lineup. But again, Gilligo fighting back from being behind in the count pretty often this game. He's had a couple 2-0 and 3-0 counts, and he's been able to make them interesting each time.
Mound visit for Northern Burlington. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford also has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. 2 on, nobody out in the bottom of the third for Steinert. Joey Ditta at the plate. Big opportunity for the Spartans to put a run on the board. He swings at the first pitch. Diving stop by the third baseman Marchetti. He tags the lead runner, and that's all they'll get. But a heck of a play by the Northern Burlington third baseman.
Number 22.
Yeah, last time we saw a ball get hit towards him, it went right off of his glove and stayed in front of him. That time he made sure that he was making the play on that one, and that one was significantly tougher. What a play there.
And Northern Burlington will take the out on a hard hit ball from Ditta. Still 2 on for the Spartans with DeFrancis at second, Ditta aboard at first. 1 away now for Remy Feniello. Take it off now as both runners pitch outside to throw down, pulls Marchetti off the bag, and then it leaks behind him a little bit, not far enough to send DeFrancis home though. And a big call from Brian Giolella, a double steal puts both runners in scoring position.
This is the best chance that either team has had to put a run on the board here. The Spartans need to capitalize here. And Gilligo's gotten himself out of a couple of jams pitch count-wise. He's going to see if he can get himself out of a jam base runners-wise now here. Some action down in the Northern Burlington bullpen as well now.
This one put in play to the opposite field, coming in and making the catches. Freeze. They will not send the runner. They'll draw the throw, and it was an absolute strike from Jaden Freeze. I mean, that was a laser from right field. It was not.
Jaden Freeze on a frozen road freezes the runner.
Yeah, that was.
I'm gonna have fun with that name all day long.
You are. That's the second time now you've been throwing something out there. Good job by Giolella not sending the runner. Freeze with a phenomenal throw from right field.
Yeah, the opposite of what we saw from the last inning. Giolella and the Spartans respecting the arms of the outfield here for the Hounds, and like we saw with the last one with Pirelli throwing him out.
Pirelli at the plate now.
Speaking of.
Yeah. Jack Pirelli reached base on an error. It was that wicked hop down the first baseline. Takes a first pitch strike. Big spot for the Spartans cleanup hitter.
Big spot indeed. It's a real tough situation for anybody in this situation, whether you're the cleanup hitter or the pitcher. A lot of pressure regardless.
0-1 way out in front of that one is Pirelli.
He was looking to do damage on that swing right there.
Now he's got to choke up a bit and protect with his 0-2 count. Gilligo trying to get out of this jam. Shakes off his catcher, Villette. Now gets a sign he likes. The 0-2 swing and a miss. He gets Pirelli to chase after secure the out down at first base. And some big-time pitching from Jordan Gilligo as the Spartans strain 2 in scoring position after getting the first 2 hitters aboard. We remain scoreless through 3 at Steinert. Stick with us right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar.
WBCB sports fans get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant, 911 Route 33 in Hamilton. Just mention WBCB Sports and you'll get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant in the heart of Hamilton. Check out their menu at blendbar.com. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. 4th inning of action at Steinert. Spartans and the Greyhounds of Northern Burlington scoreless through 3. I'm Andrew Myers alongside Ryan Baxter. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday morning on the WBCB Sports Network.
And if you are joining us, I really hope you enjoy absolute pitching master classes, because this has been nothing short of gems thrown by both pitchers, whether you're talking about Simonka or Gilligo. Gilligo getting himself out of the biggest jam that we've seen in the day today, and then Simonka just been the epitome of consistency on the mound, keeping Northern Burlington at bay this entire game.
Great defense on both sides of the ball as well. A couple hard hit balls throughout the first 3 innings. As Villette fouls that one back.
Like that one was in on the hands a little bit. That one probably hurt a little bit.
Spartans getting a big defensive play in the top of the 3rd inning to keep things scoreless. As Luca Menino drove a ball into right field, and Nick Tromboski was thrown out by the right fielder Jack Pirelli.
We've seen a couple ropes from the outfield today, whether we were talking about Pirelli or Jaden Fries on that last one, holding the runner at 3rd and keeping Steinert at bay and scoreless.
0-2 again, misses everything and gets past the catcher Caden Hurley.
Perhaps a purpose pitch there thrown from Simonka, get his eye levels out there on the outside and then bust him in with a fastball here inside.
Villette with a fly out to left field, his first time up. And Chris Simonka wants his signs again from the catcher Caden Hurley. Ahead in the count, 1-2. Leadoff man in the 4th. 1-2 off the hands in the right center field. It's a long run, and it's going to get down in between DeFrancis and Pirelli. Villette able to fight that inside pitch off and get it into the outfield for a base hit.
Jimmy Musser.
That ball just found no man's land there. That's just an unfortunate land there for the Steinert defense. A beautifully placed pitch, but just a better way to fight off that ball and send it to the opposite side. The pinch runner comes in here for Villette.
And we'll get Gavin Hoppy coming in to courtesy run for the catcher Villette. We've been saying Villette, and I did write down Villette. I keep saying Villette. It is Liam Villette. So apologies to Liam for getting his last name wrong for the first 3 innings. We won't get it wrong again, though.
Better late than never.
Yes, yes. It's even worse when I wrote it down and I'm still saying it incorrectly.
And sometimes your brain just goes with the first option each time. It's kind of like answering C all the time on the test when you have multiple choice.
Yeah, so I didn't use this one yet, so I'm going to put that one on there. Jimmy Musser steps to the plate, takes a first pitch ball.
Keeping it low here is Simonka. Wants to roll another double play here. Most definitely keep the speed off of first base. Everybody on this team can run.
And speaking of running, they take off. A perfect hit and run executed as Musser drives it down the left field line. Taken down to 3rd base, and the throw is cut off by Ditta. Throw to 2nd base, gets past Giolella into right field. And coming in, throw home is not in time. Sliding in safely is Hoppy. And the first run of the game belongs to Northern Burlington as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, an absolutely beautiful hit down the line there from Musser. Couldn't have placed that ball better down the line. And then just when Steinert again trying to make a play, just throwing the ball around the infield. Unfortunately, Giolella not able to make the play and make the tag. He for surely would have been out at 2nd if he was able to make that tag, but nevertheless, a 0-0 tie now becomes a 1-0 lead here for Northern Burlington.
Yeah, Ditta cut off that throw, and then his throw to 2nd just went wide. Would have been tough for Giolella to pick that and then get the tag down.
Meeting on the minds here with Coach Giolella and the infield, it looks like, not just the pitcher.
But that's a tough play to make at 3rd base. You think probably the safer play would be go to 2nd base and keep the hitter at 1st, but runners on the corners.
Yeah, it seemed like the play, it seemed like they were more worried about the run scoring instead of getting the out at 2nd. For some reason, the cut was still to 3. You got to get the cut over to 2nd to make that throw easier for Ditta to get the throw to Giolella so he can lay that tag down. Now you're in a situation where you got to bring your infielders in with a dangerous hitting team that's been hitting the ball as hard as ever. So it's going to be a tough play this close in on the infield if it's on the ground. Just got to hope that they can keep that runner at 3rd if you're a Spartan faithful.
Nick Filipponi comes to the plate. Musser at third base after his single. He came around over to third on the throwing error from Ditta as that one fouled away. Infield comes in for the Spartans, trying to prevent another run from coming in. Filipponi with a single his first time up. He extends his hitting streak to 7 games. 0-1 to short. Ditta looks the runner back and then throws it to first.
And that's a great play there
Now
from
batting number 10,
Mr.
Jaden
Consistency
Freeze.
on this defense, Ditta. And now Jaden Freeze stepping up, now trying to do something here with the runner on third.
Big first out of the inning for the Spartans. They'll keep the infield in. As Freeze comes to the plate, flew out to right field his first time up. Freeze takes a first pitch strike from Chris Samanka.
Freeze kind of has a trifecta going on here. He made a good play in the outfield. He's got a good baseball name, and he's got a good head of hair.
0-1 in the dirt, stays in front of Hurley.
Hurley thought that one went behind him there. Couldn't find it for a second.
Yeah, good job by Samanka to come off the mound to gather that ball quickly.
Which is something that I like to see, because a lot of guys you'll see, especially at this level, the catcher won't find it. They'll just stand there and they'll point and they'll yell. They won't run to the ball. And good on Samanka for being attentive.
1-1 count to Freeze. Samanka delivers high, 2-1.
Possibly trying to set him up again. Samanka's been living down low in the zone, and he's been getting the ground balls to show it.
2-1, put in play, should be deep enough to score the runner. Tracking back is DeFrancis, who'll make the catch. Tagging from third base is Musser, and there'll be no throw. As the sac fly off the bat of Jaden Freeze makes it 2-0 Northern Burlington.
Now batting number 4.
It's an out, but it's a productive
Logan
out for the
Downey.
Hounds, and it takes this 1-0 lead to a 2-0 lead. Situationally, you would think that ideally that would have just been a 1-0 lead, considering the last play that we saw with the misjudged throw and all that. But nevertheless, 2-0 lead now here for Northern Burlington.
And the throwing error from Ditta coming back to haunt the Spartans. Is this one driven into left field? Hard hit ball. Feniello dragging back. He's not going to get to it as it one-hops the fence. Logan Downey racing to second base and slides in safely with a 2-out double.
Little double celebration shown there from
Number
Downey.
2, Brent
And the
Yalula.
Hounds have apparently woken up here.
Downey wasted no time swinging at the first pitch, driving it over the head of Feniello and left. Hurley goes out to the mound to
There is action down in the Spartans bullpen. I think that's number 5 down there, if my eyes serve me right.
might be number 6, Marco Giambrone.
Possibly, yeah, because
Yeah, Giolella is.
oh yeah, because Giolella is number
is
5 and he's
number
over
5,
at
yeah.
second. That'd be pretty difficult.
So
Playing
Marco,
second and warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, that would be pretty talented out there. So Marco Giambrone warming up in the pen for the Spartans, just in case this inning unravels for Steinert.
Running for the Greyhounds, number 23, Matthew Lutzker.
Matthew Lutzker comes in to pinch run for Logan Downey.
Logan Downey laced that ball into left field. Got right over the head of Feniello.
Brent Walulak, the 9-hole hitter at the plate now, swings and fouls that one down the first base line.
Well, if you're the Spartans, you're happy that you got 2 outs here, but you're also just really disappointed with the outcome of this inning. Hoping to get out of it and hope that your bats can honestly be consistent. They haven't been terrible this game against a really good pitching staff. Just got to put together some runs now.
One in there for strike. Walulak thought about swinging, took it, and was in the strike zone anyway.
You know, Samanka's got to be aggressive here to try to get this strikeout and get the bats up. No reason to fool around with him here. Try to go right at him.
Samanka ahead 0-2. Quick glance at the runner at second and delivers it home. Pitch misses away. Leadoff man Nick Dromboski awaiting on deck. Spartans don't want to see him hit in this inning. 1-2, bottom of the zone, strike 3 called. As Walulak takes. And a big out number 3 for Chris Samanka and the Spartans, but not before Northern Burlington does some damage. A pair of runs coming in as Hoppy and Musser score the runs. And the Greyhounds take a 2-0 lead. We're halfway through things here at Steinert. 2-0, Northern Burlington leads.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. 2-0 lead for Northern Burlington over the hosts Steinert. Both runs coming across in the top half of the fourth. And Jordan Gilligo delivers a first pitch strike to Caden Hurley to start the bottom half of the fourth.
Yeah, Gilligo back out there after getting into a little bit of trouble in the last inning.
One misses away. Spartans stranding a pair of runners on base in the third inning and the second inning. They had runners on second and third with one away in the third and were unable to get a run in. Hot shot down the line, but foul.
Hurley was waiting on that one. He's just got to straighten that out.
Gilligo pitching with the lead now, as many Greyhounds pitchers have done this season. Northern Burlington has allowed just 12 runs on the year. Early swings through that one for strike 3. Nice shot by the catcher, Valit, to keep it in the glove.
It's also back-to-back strikeouts now here for Gilligo. Starting to find his rhythm on the mound now.
The Northern Burlington pitching staff delivering a lot of strikeouts this season, coming into today's game averaging over 11 strikeouts per game.
I mean, it's good on the Spartans. They've only struck out twice this game, so their discipline in swinging at strikes and making contact has been pretty good today.
That pitch misses high to Vinny Condurso. He's ahead 2-0. Hit by pitch his first time up was Condurso, and he was stranded at second.
Got him right on the hands when he was hit.
2-0 pokes this one the opposite way. Coming in is Freeze, and he'll make the catch on the run.
That looked like another ball that could have possibly been landing in no man's land, but Freeze able to get in there and make the play rather quickly. Couldn't think of a Freeze pun.
First two batters retired in the bottom of the fourth as Peter Simone steps in. Simone getting a rare start for the Spartans today over at first base. First pitch taken, but called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Really leaking out over the plate. Looked like he really wanted to take a cut at that outside pitch.
That one misses away, 1-1 to Simone.
He's still leaning really hard and dropping his hands, trying to almost get the bat down there, like he's predetermining that he's going to swing at these pitches before he even sees them.
Steinert with just one hit to this point. As that one catches the bottom part of the plate for a strike, and Simone down 1-2.
The entire strike zone is open here for Gilligo. He can kind of go wherever he wants here. Simone may just swing out of his shoes.
Long look in for Gilligo. Gets his sign and is ready for the 1-2. Breaking ball absolutely fools Peter Simone as he takes a half-hearted swing at that one. I think that's going to be recorded as a sword strikeout there for Simone, a non-competitive swing from the Spartan first baseman. And it's 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 overall for Jordan Gilligo, who is dealing for the Northern Burlington Greyhounds. The visitors lead it 2-0 as we head to the 5th inning on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's Capital Medical Group.
Brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. And drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. First pitch swinging and a drive into deep right field. Tracking back and making the diving catch is Jack Pirelli. Another highlight play by the Spartans right fielder as he robs Cole Marchetti of extra bases.
Well, a big point of the talking point was the Spartans losing energy after not scoring any runs, and a big defensive play right there. That'll really get the juices flowing here for the Spartans. A good swing there by Drombowski, nevertheless, but an even better defensive play there. Wow, he laid all the way out for that.
Yeah, it was Nick Drombowski, not Marchetti, as Marchetti's up now.
Excuse me, Drombowski.
Well, I said Marchetti. You got it right.
Oh, okay, I got you. That took the blame for you there.
I appreciate it.
That's what the color guys.
Yeah, that's what a good partner does. Marchetti at the plate now with one away. He fights this one off the hands. It's going to trickle foul down the first base line.
Fortunately for the Spartans, that one went foul before there was an unlucky bounce. Got to be mindful of that line after they basically got a double off of that.
1-1 the count to Marchetti, who's 0 for 2 today.
0 for 2 seems to be a rare sight for this kid.
Yeah, came into this game with a .600 batting average. Late on that pitch as Simonko blows that one by him, and it's 1-2.
I can't even hit 600 on MLB this show.
Yeah,
he's
right.
And he's doing it in real life.
Simonka ahead 1-2 on Marchetti. Delivers that one outside.
Good spot there from Simonka. Had Marchetti late and reaching on that last outside fastball. Why not go to it again?
(2-2) fought off by Marchetti, and he stays alive.
Thankfully, the parking lot is over in the outfield and not behind it, because that was a laser beam.
Pretty good crowd on hand today at Steinert.
Yeah, the Spartan faithful always come out, and even the Northern Burlington side came out really powerful as well.
Hot shot right to third base, and Jace Mayer doesn't have to move an inch,
Now
makes the catch.
Number 3, Luca.
It's kind of been the story of the game here for Marchetti. It was a hard contact ground ball on the double play. It was a line out to the left fielder last time, and now it's another line out here to the third baseman. Just not his day at the plate. Looks like that 600 is going to go down to, like, what, 550?
Yeah, not too much. Is this one a hot shot to left field, tracking over and unable to get there is Feniello as it takes a couple of bounces and hits the fence right in front of the foul pole. Luca Menino racing to second base, takes a big turn, and he'll stay there. Another 2-out hit off the bat of Luca Menino, and a runner in scoring position for the Northern Burlington Greyhounds.
First pitch hunting, and he's able to drive that one into the outfield. Unfortunately, no diving play this time for the Spartans. Just a really good hit there for Luca Menino, and sets Valit up here for an RBI.
Menino aboard for the third time today. He walked in the first, single in the third, now a double in the fifth.
Looks like we're going to get a new arm here on the mound here for the Spartans.
Now coming on to
And
pitch
Brian
for the
Gialella
Spartans. Number 6,
heads to the mound, and
Marco Giambrone.
coming in is Marco Giambrone as Chris Simonka's day is done. After 4 2/3 innings, he had to battle a couple hard-hit balls.
Yeah, he did, but even then, he showed a lot of grit and he showed a lot of determination, because I would have thought that he was done the last inning after letting up the 2 runs, and with Burlington heating up the way that they started heating up, the balls were coming off the bat a lot harder. And overall, hats off to him for honestly keeping the Spartans in this game, because this Northern Burlington team can hit, and they're one of the best in the state when it comes to hitting right now. So good on him, and a good game for Simonka. I hope he doesn't hang his head too low for this one.
Simonka is responsible for the runner at second base. And entering the game now is the left-hander Marco Giambrone. As he delivers his warm-up pitches, we can tell you about the Hamilton Township Division of Health, who offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, upcoming clinics, and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. And Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesdays kids eat free, Wednesday dollar dog nights, Thirsty Thursdays, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Marco Giambrone, the new pitcher on the mound for the Spartans. He takes over for the starter, Chris Simonka. 2 away in the top of the 5th of a 2-0 game. Northern Burlington leads it.
Number 28,
Giambrone with just
Valit.
4 innings under his belt this season. He's allowed 1 run on 3 hits, struck out 5. And he'll be tasked with keeping this a 2-run game and get the final out at the very least here in the 5th inning. as Liam Valit, the catcher, steps in. Luca Menino at second base after his 2-out double. First pitch from Giambrone, misses low.
If you're the Spartans, it seems like this is the guy that you want on the mound here. Like, yeah, he hasn't seen too much on the mound, but only one run. Seems to be the guy that can get you out of a jam if necessary. Really long release on his pitches. And lefties, they cheat. They have natural break on their balls, so it's going to be really tough for some of these batters to get a read off of it. I should know I'm left-handed.
Always a premium to have a good lefty in the bullpen.
Especially if they can throw hard, too. It looks like he's more of like a finesse kind of guy. I haven't seen too much velocity yet, but he just got into the game. He's still warming up here.
2 non-competitive pitches to start out the at-bat to Valit. And now it misses inside as Valit has to dance out of the way of it.
Almost looks like he's overthrowing it a little bit here. He's just not finding his release point where he wants it. Because all these pitches have sailed. They haven't really been close.
3-0 count to Valit. See if he gets the green light here. And he'll take all the way as out pitch misses outside anyway for ball 4.
He probably would have had the green light if any of those pitches were a little closer, but he's not finding the zone, unfortunately, right now.
Running for Valit.
Gavin Hoppy will come back in
Number 15, Gavin
to
Hoppy.
courtesy run for the catcher Valit. Hoppy came around to score the first run of the game for the Greyhounds. As Jimmy Musser steps in. Musser put that ball in play. That Hoppy eventually came around to score on the throwing error from Joey Ditta.
That one, I guess, missed just a little bit low.
Giambrone finally finding the strike zone on pitch number 6 as that one called a strike. 1-1 to Musser. That one in the dirt gets just past the catcher Hurley, but not far enough for Hoppy to take, or excuse me, Menino to take off at second base.
This is really good discipline shown by the Greyhounds, because after the inning that they had previously, you know that they want to get out there and they want to hit. So being able to hang back on some of these pitches and not just hack at them is a really good sign for this team.
2-2 the count to Musser. Giambrone trying to strain a couple of runners and keep this a 2-run game. 2-2, couple hops to second base. Giolella picks it up over to first in time to get Musser and retire the side. So a couple of base runners stranded for Northern Burlington, but the Greyhounds remain up top. 2-0 over Steinert as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, this is Dr. Rocco, Superintendent of Hamilton Township School District. I'd like to wish all of our student athletes and coaches a great spring sports season, and I'd like to wish all of our HTSD students success in the remainder of the school year.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Kevin Giolella will lead things off for the Spartans in the bottom of the fifth. They trail it 2-0 over Northern Burlington. Giolella swings to the first pitch and pops that one out of play. One hit through the first 4 innings for Steinert. They've stranded 4 base runners on the day. 0-1, Giolella chases in the dirt.
Gilligo's really settled into this ball game now after he got that lead. It seems he's calmed down a little bit. He's been finding the zone a lot more.
He's at 0-2, plenty to work with here against Giolella. And a breaking ball catches the zone, strike 3 called. Giolella leaves the bat on his shoulder.
11,
4th strikeout for Jordan Gilligo.
4 of the last 5 have been Ks for him. That's his first looking strikeout of the day, but he's really starting to get his groove going here.
Gilligo's pitch count in a good spot as well, at least by my count. I might have missed a pitch or two, but he's had 57 pitches. So that one misses low to Jace Mayer.
Not sure where, but okay.
Mayer with the lone hit of the day for the Spartans. That came to lead off in the 3rd. And it's Chase Marr, actually, not Mayer. My apologies. Again, Jimmy Mayer, the head coach of Lawrence, stuck in my head there.
I've been saying Mayer all day too, so I can't even say I've been saving you on that one.
Marr shows bunt, but then pulls it back. It's called a strike anyway.
I mean, I'm not too surprised they're trying to lay the bunt down with Marr here. We saw the speed down the line the last time he was at the plate. That was an infield single. Now this is where Gilligo likes to throw that nasty slider that we've seen a couple of times so far these past couple at-bats here.
2-2 count to Marr. And he chases that one out of the zone. Tag applied by Liam Valit.
Now batting, number 15, Dom DeFrancis.
A little bit of frustration by Marr going back to the dugout there. Now we're back to the leadoff spot here for the Spartans. Hopefully they can do something here to keep their bats going because it's getting late into the game. They got to start producing.
DeFrancis walked his last time up. Got to third base but was stranded there. So Spartans been unable to get a big hit today. DeFrancis headed that one for strike 0-1.
Seems like they're flailing at the plate now. They're not really waiting for a pitch to get to them. They're just seeing the ball and putting the bat out there and hoping that it makes contact.
Oh, 0-1 fouled off by DeFrancis.
Now that was a better swing. Let's see if you can just put that one together and straighten it out. They seem to be really impatient. That slider that he's thrown at the off speed's got late break on it or something because they are absolutely getting eaten alive by it right now.
Gilligo ahead again with a 2-strike count, the 0-2. In there, strike 3 called. No swing from DeFrancis. And Jordan Gilligo strikes out the side in the 5th inning as the Northern Burlington
Hi,
starting
I'm Merrill
pitcher.
Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 5-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
WBCB sports fans get 10% off your food check at Blend Restaurant, 911 Route 33 in Hamilton. Just mention WBCB Sports and you'll get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant in the heart of Hamilton. Check out their menu at blendbar.com. And don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Top of the 6th inning between Steinert and Northern Burlington. A 2-0 lead for the visiting Greyhounds. Marco Giambrone back out there on the mound after he got the final out of the 5th inning, coming in for the starter Chris Zamanka. And Zamanka's final line reads with 4 innings and 2/3. He allowed 8 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. He walked 1 and struck out 2 on 70 pitches. Giambrone Giambrone offers that first pitch inside for a ball to Nick Filipponi. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Northern Burlington in the 6th.
Yeah, Samanka, he did throw really, really well today. The numbers might not be the flashiest in the world, only 2 Ks, only allowing 1 walk and 2 runs against a really powerful team. Good game by him.
That pitch catches the bottom of the zone for a strike from Giambrone as Filipponi takes.
Giambrone's finally starting to find the zone a little bit.
This one popped up right side of the infield. Second baseman Gialella under it, and he'll make the catch for the out.
Now batting number 10, Jaden Freeze.
And this game, not the only game we have on WBCB Sports Network today. And score update from Lawrence High School. A bit of an upset brewing in the early portions as West Windsor Plainsboro South has a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 2nd inning against Lawrence. Jordan Hirsch and Rich Fisher on the call for that one. First pitch in there for a strike to Jaden Freeze. Don't leave us quite yet, though. You can head over there after the conclusion of this one.
Yeah, we got a couple battles going on here.
But as always, we appreciate anybody tuning in to any of our games here on the WBCB Sports Network, or any of our shows for that matter. That pitch misses outside to Freeze. 2-1 the count.
Freeze made an impact at the plate. He has a sacrifice fly. And he's also shown his glove a little bit and his arm. He's trying to get some more individual accolades, now trying to raise his batting average.
Freeze having a good start to his high school career. Came into this game with a .389 batting average. 3 triples and a homer. Gives this one a good ride to center field, and it's going to drop in front of Dom DeFrancis. Base knock for Freeze, 9th hit of the day for Northern Burlington. And they're approaching their season average. Came into today with 10.6 hits per game.
For a freshman, he really is cold as ice at the plate.
There you go, there you go. Logan Downey steps in after he hit a double his last time up. First pitch misses away.
It'll certainly be interesting to see the base running games here now with a lefty on the mound here. It's a little quicker for them to throw over to first.
That one catches the top of the zone for a strike to Downey, 1-1. Northern Burlington, no strangers to taking on CVC teams. This is their fourth CVC team they've played this season. As that pitch misses outside, 2-1 to Downey. All three of them wins. Obviously, they're coming in this game with a 9-0 record.
Yeah.
They have 2 shutout wins. They beat Lawrence 7-0 on Wednesday. They beat Robbinsville 13-0 earlier in the season, and then had a close 5-4 win against Allentown.
All three of those teams, absolutely no slouches in the CVC play. Always the teams that we see at the top of the bracket most of the time when we get to tournament play. And they're handling them, I don't want to say easily, but they're handling them pretty well.
2-2 count to Downey. Giambrone delivers. Runner takes off, and this one poked into right center field. It's going to get down, and Freeze didn't realize that he's still going to get to third base. They hold him up on a late sign, and they're going to throw behind him. And the out is called. Greg Zach, the field umpire, making sure he saw that one correctly. And Freeze made a big turn around third base. The stop sign was up there from Gene Darling, the head coach. But a heads-up play by Joey Ditta to throw behind the runner, and they get a big out.
Yeah, I honestly thought they were going to try to send him there with how fast he was rounding. I didn't think he would have, honestly, the time to stop himself and get back to the bag. And honestly, it seemed like I was right there. Heads-up play there from Ditta to get him out, and this inning just got a little bit easier here.
So 2 away now for Brent Walulak. Big break for the Spartans. Yeah, Freeze didn't realize, he took off on the pitch, didn't realize that the ball dropped for a hit. And I think if he didn't hesitate around second base, they maybe would have sent him around third. He took a big turn anyway, got the stop sign, and then couldn't get back in time. Heads up play by Ditta to get it over there. This one shot to right field to get down for a base hit.
Lefty on lefty crime there. You would think that would be more of an advantage for
Now batting number 8
for the pitcher there, but no, Walulak able to drive that one and pull it into right field.
3 straight hits, all singles for Northern Burlington. They now have 11 hits on the day. But some heads-up defensive plays for the Spartans, keeping this a close game at 2-0. Nick Stromboski, who was robbed of extra bases his last time up on a diving play by Jack Pirelli in right field. He steps in with 2 away. Takes the first pitch ball. Stromboski 2 for 3 today. And he gives this one another ride into right field. A much easier play for Pirelli. Takes a couple of steps in and makes the catch for the final out of the inning to retire the side. 3 straight hits for Northern Burlington, but a heads-up play defensively for the Spartans as Joey Ditta throws behind the runner at third base and gets Jaden Freeze after he hesitated around second and then got the stop sign but went a little too far off of third base. And the Spartans able to dance around a couple of base runners to keep this at a 2-0 game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Stick with us.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
$14.90 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Game brought to you by Chris Auto Body. Chris Auto Body has been offering complete auto body repairs for over 60 years. They make it easy and simple for small dents to major accidents, glass replacement, and detailing. Chris Autobody works with all insurance companies and provides a lifetime guarantee on all repairs. Accidents are an inconvenience, and Chris Autobody goes out of their way to provide minimal interruption. Local pickup and delivery and rental cars on site. Chris Autobody, locally owned and operated with 3 locations, Fairless Hills and the Falls Autoplex on Business Route 1, and in Lambertville and New Hope. Chris Autobody wishes student athletes a successful and safe season. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for the Spartans. If there's any time they want to get into this game, it's right now at the top of the order up. Joey Ditta leads off, and he takes that pitch inside. It's Jordan Gilligo, who struck out 4 consecutive batters. He has 6 total Ks on the day. Back out there for his 6th inning of work.
And all 6 of those have come in the last 2 innings.
Falls behind on Ditta 2-0. Ditta, a fly out to center field his first time up. He walked in the 3rd inning. Or excuse me, he was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. That one misses high. 3-0 the count.
Getting later in this game, Gilligo might be starting to lose his control a little bit. His pitch count wasn't a really good spot, but those strikeouts, they do rack up a lot of pitches.
And he delivers a 4-pitch walk to Joey Ditta to lead things off in the 6th inning.
Number 22.
There is action down in the Hounds bullpen as well, so if he does get into trouble, they got somebody that they can go to pretty much immediately out of the bullpen if necessary.
Next pitch that Gilligo delivers will be his 70th, at least by my count, as Remy Feniello steps in. Short leash might be coming, though, for Gilligo with the righty warming up out in the pen. Big swing and a miss from Remy Feniello on the first pitch.
A little interesting approach there. 4-pitch walk. And that one was looking like it was a little inside as well there, so hoping that he just left one over the plate and was able to drive it. Not the case there for Feniello.
This one to the left side on a big hop to the third base. Marchetti over to second for 1, having trouble with the turn, but getting it across in time is Luca Menino, and a backbreaker double play for the Spartans as Northern Burlington's defense shows off the leather.
Downey hitting the splits over there at first base to turn that double play. Really good by the middle infield to turn it so quickly with these base runners right there, but an even better stretch over there by Downey to come through with it. Wow.
Slight hesitation getting the ball out of the glove for Luca Menino at second base, but he still was able to get it across in time. And as you mentioned, Ryan, a good stretch by Downey to secure the second out and keep the double play.
It's 6-4-3 or was that 4-6-3?
5-4-3.
5-4-3, excuse me.
Zone, yeah, poked over to the Marchetti at third base.
Close.
First pitch ball to Jack Pirelli.
I mean, a good thing for the Spartans, they broke that strikeout streak. It's a shame that they're still here with 2 outs here in this inning, but it's not on Ks, so that's something that they could probably hang their hat on a little bit. And they did get a base runner.
Yeah, the Spartans putting balls in play today, but the Burlington defense playing strong behind their pitcher, Jordan Gilligo. And it's been that way all season long. Northern Burlington has just 3 errors all season.
Very well-disciplined, well-coached team here are the Greyhounds.
.3-0 taking is Pirelli in their 4th strike. 3-1 to the Spartans right fielder.
We've seen Gilligo get himself out of these jams before, these 2-0s and 3-0s before. It's a little later in the game, so I'm not sure how his composure is, but we've seen him get through these before.
That one misses outside for ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued
now batting, number 24,
by Gilligo.
Caden Hurley.
Now we'll get a pinch runner for Pirelli at first base.
Running for the Spartans, number 19.
John Capera steps in.
Unfortunately for Hurley, he's got to take all that catcher's gear off to step up to the plate here.
Hurley 0 for 2, fly out in the second, struck out to lead off the fourth. It's Jordan Gilligo trying to work around this 2-out walk. He walked the leadoff man Joey Ditta, then got Feniello to round into a 5-4-3 double play. Check on the runner at first base. Capera just entering the fold. Gilligo trying to catch him off guard.
It's one of those situations I think you just got to go at the batter.
First pitch to Hurley, misses low and inside.
That inside corner was getting calls a little bit earlier in this game, but it seems like that has shifted ever so slightly.
Capera leads off of first, and that one misses. They throw behind the runner and just getting back safely. It was a bang-bang play, and multiple Northern Burlington infielders, including the catcher Liam Valit, thought they had him.
Honestly, the only thing I would have changed about that is that the first baseman is left-handed. If he was left-handed, he would have been able to get that tag down ever so quickly, but he had to turn his body completely and try to find the man. It's the only reason that he wasn't called out there, just because he took too long to get that tag.
2-0 misses high. To Hurley as Gilligo starting to lose the zone a bit.
I would assume that this is his last batter regardless of how it goes.
Fires that one in there for a strike.
But then again, it seems like Skip's got a lot of faith in his guys out there. He thought he was going to be done after he had those two runners in scoring position. Then he came back out and had a strong inning. If he can finish this one out, you might see him at the start of the seventh.
3-1, runner takes off, pitches a ball anyway. It's thrown way over the second baseman into center field. Capera will stay there. Third walk of the inning issued by Jordan Gilligo. And head coach Gene Darling heading out to the mound. I believe that will draw the end of the day for starting pitcher Jordan Gilligo as he hands the ball and gives a handshake to his head coach. And that'll do it for Jordan Gilligo, and a very solid outing for the Greyhounds starter. Jimmy Musser, who is in the starting lineup as the designated hitter, will take over on the mound.
Now pitching for the Greyhounds.
We'll take a quick break right here on the WBCB Sports Network. Come back for bottom of the sixth action. 2 on for the Spartans, 2 away as they trail it by 2.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have
Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the season. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesday kids eat free, Wednesday dollar dog nights, Thursdays, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. You can get tickets at TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. Big spot now for the Spartans. 2 on, 2 out as they trail it by 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And first pitch from Jimmy Musser to the designated hitter, to the pinch hitter, Hayden Caruso. It's in there for a strike. Caruso pinch hitting for the DH, Vinny Condurso.
A lot of C's going on here. I'm proud of you for that last name. I would have messed that one up.
Appreciate that, partner. Is that one in there for a strike?
Both of these pitchers have incredible breaking stuff that we've seen so far, whether we're talking about Gilligo or we're going to talk about Musser. That was a beautiful slider.
Musser ahead 0-2. Caruso got a battle. Runners take off, but it doesn't matter as Caruso swings and misses for strike 3, and Jimmy Musser comes right into the fold and strikes out the first batter he sees on 3 pitches. The Spartans strand another pair of runners on the base paths. And they'll have their last at-bats coming up in a couple of half innings. Spartans got to keep it at a 2-0 game as we head to the 7th. Northern Burlington with a 2-run lead.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, this is Dr. Rocco, Superintendent of Hamilton Township School District. I'd like to wish all of our student athletes and coaches a great spring sports season, and I'd like to wish all of our HTSD students success in the remainder of the school year.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 5-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all: new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet, service, and state-of-the-art collision center, and coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. 7th inning between Steinert and Northern Burlington. Northern Burlington leading it 2-0, and a first pitch bunt laid down by Marchetti. Coming off the mound is Giambrone, and he makes the play over to first in time to retire the leadoff man.
Interesting approach there from Northern Burlington to start. A little small ball
Now batting number 28.
from their 2-hole hitter, excuse me.
Correction. Now batting number 3, Luca Manito.
Man, it looks like that'll draw the end for Marco Giambrone. As head coach Brian Gialella signals to the pen. And the Spartans will get a new pitcher coming in on the mound.
Now
And
pitching
it looks
for
like it'll be the
Spartans,
right-hander,
number 32,
Ethan Zimmerman.
Ethan Zimmerman.
Zimmerman will enter the fold, third pitcher of the day for the Spartans. That'll give us time to tell you about Thunder Baseball, which returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesdays, kids eat free. Wednesday, Dollar Dog nights, Thursday, and Pork Roll Fridays return throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. And the class of 2025 is being celebrated on the Hamilton Township School District Decision Night. Dress in your career, college, or U.S. Armed Forces apparel. Steinert's Day is on May 29th. West is celebrating on June 4th, and Nottingham celebrates on June 5th. New pitcher on the bump for the Spartans. It's Ethan Zimmerman. Third pitcher of the day after Chris Samanka lasted 4 2/3 innings. Marco Giambrone came in to secure a handful of outs for the Spartans. And now the senior Ethan Zimmerman. Walks have been an issue for Zimmerman this season. He's walked 12 batters compared to 7 strikeouts. Has a 2.47 ERA, 6 runs allowed, 2 of them earned in 5 2/3 innings. And he's tasked with keeping this a 2-run game. There's 1 away in the top of the 7th inning as Northern Burlington leads it 2-0. I'm Andrew Myers alongside Ryan Baxter. Thanks for joining us on the WBCB Sports Network.
It's a good couple innings of work from Marco Giambrone, too, out of the bullpen. Didn't let up any runs. He had a little bit of trouble with some base runners, but he was able to fight off of that and only keep it a 2-run game. So we're going to see if this new noodle can do the exact same thing.
Luca Menino will be the first batter that Zimmerman faces. Gives him a first pitch ball. And that one in there, 4-strike, 1-1 to Menino. Has reached base 3 times today. A walk in the first, single in the third, and a double in the 5th. One off the end of the bat. It's a pop-up on the right side of the infield. Coming over to make the catches, the shortstop Dida. And there's 2 away.
Just underneath that one was Menino.
Liam Valit.
Valit, he's had a really good defensive day today behind the plate, but not really much to speak for on the offensive side of things. He did score 1 run, I believe.
Yeah, Valit singled to lead off the 4th inning. She takes a swing and fouls that one back.
He was way out in front of that one.
Spartans will have the bottom 3 due up in the order in the bottom of the 7th. Peter Simone, Gavin Giolella, and Jace Marr. So that one misses everybody and goes all the way to the backstop.
He tried to throw that one to us.
One off the end of the bat. It gets past the pitcher Zimmerman, but fielding it behind him is Dida, and his throw nearly pulls off Peter Simone off the bag, but he's able to stretch and secure it for the final out. A 1-2-3 inning for the Spartans in the top of the 7th. Last chance for Steinert to keep things going or walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. They trail it 2-0. Stick with us here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square. 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Trenton Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesdays Kids Eat Free, Wednesday Dollar Dog Nights, Thursday, and Pork Roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. And for ticket information, you can visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for the Steinert Spartans as Jimmy Musser back out there trying to secure a 4-out save. Pinch hitter for the Spartans, it's Chase Porcella. And Porcella takes the first pitch. Porcella hitting for the first baseman, Peter Simone.
An amazing walkout song, I will say, too. I haven't heard that song in a long time. Little headstrong.
So 1-0 in there for strike to Porcella. Porcella really could use a hit. He's 1 for 19 this season.
Anything to get off the schneid. Even if it's like a little CNI single through the infield or just like a little drooper down the third base line. He's a lefty. He can get out of that box quick.
2-1 misses low. Good take from Porcella. Another pinch hitter awaiting on deck for the Spartans. It's Tommy Ditta. 3-1 in there for strike as Porcella takes, and the count runs full.
The Hounds have done really well of getting their way back into counts.
3-2, and Porcella chases outside for strike 3.
Spartans pinch hitting, number 23, Tommy Ditta.
That one well outside of the zone, and Porcella maybe a little too anxious with a 3-2 count. Chases, and he's down for the first out of the inning. So now Tommy Ditta steps in. He hits for Gavin Giolella. First pitch, strike to him. Working quickly now is Jimmy Musser, and he powers that one past Ditta. It's now 0-2.
Healthy hack there from Ditta, too.
Musser gets his sign in the 0-2, misses low. Northern Burlington Greyhounds, as a staff, approaching 30 consecutive scoreless innings. They're 2 outs away from their 5th consecutive shutout. 1-2, misses way outside.
I'm not sure what pitching program they're using to like train up these pitchers, but whatever they're using, it's working. I don't know if they're using Bauer's system that he has, or that app that he has, or if they're just going straight off of natural feel, but either way, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Really is incredible to look at some of the numbers. They're approaching their 7th shutout of the year. In this, their 10th game, they've allowed just 12 runs. Is this one a shot into right field? Tracking back on it is Freeze, turning and getting to the spot to make the catch for out number 2.
Didn't even have to move. Frozen 11, like a statue.
Jace Marr.
The 9-hole hitter, Jace Marr, steps in. He has the only hit of the day for the Spartans. That led things off in the 3rd.
That was one of the only times that the Spartans were really even threatening in this game, was after him getting on base and forcing action with his speed.
Yeah, the Spartans had runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And Joey Ditta hit a ground ball to 3rd base, and they put out Marr for the lead runner. And then the Spartans had runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out in that 3rd inning, and were unable to get him in as Remy Feniello flew out to left field. And Jack Pirelli struck out. Showing bunt, pulling back, pitch called a strike.
You know what, I was just going to say, too, I figured they would try to like force the action here with his speed and try to get it on the ground and see if he could just beat one out here. Get the leadoff guys back up.
Third baseman Marchetti creeps in, and it won't be a bunt, but it will be a base runner for the Spartans as Jimmy Musser plunks Marr in the back.
Dom DeFrancis.
Another instance of no selling the hit by pitch there, not even rubbing his back there, but I know he's feeling that one. That one stings.
So the Spartans will bring the tying run to the plate in Dom DeFrancis. DeFrancis reached base on a walk in the third. He was stranded at third base. He swings at the first pitch, pokes that one foul down the left field line. DeFrancis coming off a 2-hit game on Thursday against Colts Neck. Had a triple in that one and scored 3 of the 5 runs for the Spartans in a 5-0 victory. Trying to keep the line moving and keep things alive for Steinert in this one. A 1 catches the outside part of the zone for a strike, and the Spartans down to their final strike.
You got to fight here with 2 strikes, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Marr take off at any point here if he fights this one off, or even this pitch right here. Just kind of force the action and get him thinking about something.
0-2 back up the middle. It's going to get through into center field. Staying put at second base is Marr. And potentially a 2-out rally here for the Spartans as they have 2 runners on base with 2 away. And arguably their best hitter coming to the plate in Joey Ditta.
I mean, if you're the Spartans, who else would you rather have at the plate right now than Joey Ditta? Prime opportunity to tie this ball game up here if he can get a ball into the gaps or down the lines. He's got speed on the base paths here. We've seen Gialela be more than willing to double steal, so we could even have 2 runners in scoring position after a pitch or 2.
First pitch swinging is Ditta, and he fouls that one back for strike 1. Ditta's reached base twice today on a fielder's choice and a walk. Throw to second base at the lead runner, and Marr gets back safely.
You got to go at the batter here. You can't really worry too much about the base runners here. You got 2 outs. You already got a strike down. You got to just get him out of this batter's box and get out of this game.
Musser delivers the 0-1. Breaking ball gets Ditta to swing through it for strike 2.
That's all he's got to do. He doesn't need to worry about second. He doesn't need to worry about first. Those are his defense's problems right now. If that ball gets on the ground, they'll take care of it. He needs to focus on Joey Ditta.
Northern Burlington looking for their 10th consecutive victory to start the season. 1 strike away from doing so. The 0-2, runners take off, pitch misses high, throw down to third base, tag in there in time, and that's how this ball game will end. Joey Ditta frustrated, and I think I just saw him say, "Why are we stealing there?"
Yeah, that's just, sometimes you live by the small ball, you die by the small ball. That's just how Spartan baseball and Hamilton baseball itself goes, trying to get something going on the base paths here. But we've seen it a couple times, whether it's just in warm-ups or in the field of play. Valit is an absolutely elite catcher with that arm, and he shows it exactly why, getting the final out of the game and securing an undefeated 10-0 start here for the Greyhounds.
Northern Burlington escapes with a 2-0 victory over Steinert. As the final out recorded on a caught stealing down to third base. A good throw by Liam Valit, good tag from Cole Marchetti. And the bat taken out of the hands of Joey Ditta, representing the go-ahead run for the Spartans. And Northern Burlington, as you mentioned, Ryan, improving to 10-0 on the season. It's their 5th consecutive shutout, as they've now reached 31 1/3 innings straight scoreless pitching. Their 7th shutout of the year. Spartans dropped to 5-5 on the season.
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a loss for the Spartans, but they just held one of the most powerful offenses in the region to only 2 runs. Yeah, the amount of hits don't necessarily look pretty, but if you look at that, 11 hits to only 2 runs is not that bad of a ratio if you're looking at it for the pitchers. You weren't going to keep this team off the base path. That just wasn't going to happen. But to only limit this team to 2 runs and to make it interesting in the last inning there, had a couple of base runners on there and your best hitter at the plate, an unfortunate ending for the Spartans, but nothing to necessarily be ashamed of.
Yeah, another strong day for the Steinert pitchers, but the offense, again, going quiet. A team who's came into this game with a .233 team batting average and averaging just over 4 runs per game. Held scoreless and just 2 hits on the board for Steinert, one of them coming in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Spartans had base runners, 7 base runners left on base throughout the game. And it's another shutout for Northern Burlington, who jumped to 10-0 under head coach Gene Darling. That'll wrap things up for us here on the WBCB Sports Network. Shout out to our sponsors for making today's stream possible: Team Toyota, Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, New Jersey Education Association, Soul Funeral Homes, Blend Restaurant, Hamilton Township Division of Health, Haldeman Ford, Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trentonian, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, Italian People's Bakery, and Chris Auto Body. For our VE, Ethan Collins, our cameraman and color commentator today, Ryan Baxter, I'm Andrew Myers, signing off from Rich Giolello Field at Steinert High School. Once again, your final score: Northern Burlington 2, Steinert nothing. Head over to our other game, West Windsor, Plainsboro South, and Lawrence, right here on the WBCB Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.